Hey, welcome back everybody. This is Mike Brenner coming to you with the Brenner Blast live once again from the Grand Casino in Costa Rica at the Sheraton Hotel. Had a beautiful morning here. It's the afternoon now. I had a video that I posted this morning from the park with my daughters, and we had a blast out there, but this weather is incredible. All right, Christmas is creeping up, guys. Time to let Santa do the shopping, and it's time to let the bookie pay the bill for Santa's shopping, so let's stay on point. 3-0 yesterday in the video picks. Did not get it done though in the private picks, so I'm going to get that straightened out and kind of restructuring the way I'm doing some things. I know my craft, and I know when the spots are the best and so forth, so you just hang in there, guys. There's no quit on this team, and we are well above 500 in all sports except for NHL. All right, but we've hit our last two. We're 7-9. We took a break from NHL. Speaking of which, we don't have any NHL picks tonight, but I got one tomorrow that I like. College basketball, we're moving that record up. NBA, we continue to move that record up. Got some sharp spots in both college and NBA today. We've done very well this year on college football, and we got the bowl season starting. Stay tuned. I'll be uploading that video later on. Actually, it's going to be this evening. I'll be uploading the video for the bowl games, some of the breakdowns and previews, and also going to be releasing a pick for over the weekend. There's one game in particular that I like, and there's an edge in that game. By God, we're going to jump on it. But guys, we got to stay positive. It's all about family first. It's all about paying it forward. Put out a challenge a couple days ago, and I meant it. All right, find somebody in your neighborhood you work with, a neighbor, a lady that's older, doesn't have a lot of help from her family or whatever. Find somebody that needs something but will ask you for nothing, and this holiday season, make it happen. Surprise them. Pay it forward. I challenge you to do that, guys, and it's not for anything else, but you know what? It goes a long way in life, and if more people would take the time to do that, it would be a much better world to live in, and that is absolutely truth. All right, guys, let's get into it as we continue to pay it forward here with the Brenner Blast. Let's knock it out of the park. We're 9-3 our last 12 video picks, and I see no reason to slow it down. Also, before we get going, big shout out to two of my loyal supporters and followers for a long time. Werner Nessler, this kid used to play basketball at Santa Clara, and he told me yesterday, he called me, he said, Brenner, I'm telling you, I know this team. He was like 6-0 on his picks with them, but he told me, he said, USC is going to end up beating this team by 20 or more, and I'll be damned if he wasn't right. Pulled that trigger and got it done. Yes, he did. Werner Nessler, thank you for the insight. And then another follower, Cornell. Cornell hit me up yesterday. He's like, Brenner, I'm telling you. He asked me what I first thought about that football game last night. I told him, you know what, it's just one of them games that's a 10-foot pole. Probably not even going to enjoy it as a fan. And I didn't watch the game, but I'll be damned. He said, he sent me a message, said, I'm telling you, Brenner, take the Broncos. They got the edge. Well, Cornell, you're right. My hat's off to you. They nailed it, and I appreciate that. That's what this teamwork's all about, and that's how this team moves forward. In the future, let's go ahead and post that on Twitter as well as the DM. Let the rest of the teammates get the edge and angle, and if you feel it, you tell them, hey guys, Brenner might be off this one, but I'm feeling it tonight. You know, that's how this team works. We work together. We're all on the same mission to beat that bookie, by God, so let's get into it. All right, I'm going to talk about a couple games that are on board for NBA. You got Detroit at Indiana. All right, Detroit got it done last night in that full game. Finally put together a game. Killed me on that private pick, though, by God. We had them in the first quarter, and I'll be damned they didn't give up a three with like 2 seconds left. But it's okay. It comes with the territory. New Orleans at Denver. New Orleans coming off of a big win. You got a healthy Anthony Davis again. You got Miami at Charlotte, and Miami's looking at some injuries. Justice Winslow's not playing. Of course, Whiteside's out. Charlotte, who knows? They might have the edge. It's -5. And then you got the Clippers at Washington. Washington favored by 9.5 in that one. Clippers are so damn banged up. It's incredible. And then you've got Portland at Orlando. Orlando is getting 3.5 at home. Orlando has some injuries they're dealing with as well. Fournier's not playing. Aaron Gordon's supposed to be back in the lineup tonight, but be careful. He might be a little slow getting started. He's missed the last 3 or 4 games. Then you got OKC at 76ers. It opened at -2. Now the Sixers are favored -1. Interesting game there. I'm going to watch that one as a fan. Utah at Boston. All right, Celtics, man, I'm telling you, this team is good. Horford's going to be back tonight. -5. That young crowd they got now, Jaylen Brown and so forth, they're doing a great job. That team is so unselfish, it's incredible. And Kyrie Irving found the right place. I'm really happy for him. And then we've got Brooklyn at Toronto. Toronto at home. home, favored by 12, but by God, that's a hell of a lot of points to give a Brooklyn team that came back last night, and really, it was an interesting game with the Knicks. But also, Brooklyn's that young team still trying to gel. And then you've got Atlanta at Memphis, and that's going to be -6, Memphis favored. Atlanta, started out pretty decent last night, and then Detroit just pounded them. And once that bulldozer effect started, it didn't stop. They got their asses handed to them. All right, Washington and the Clippers, let's get into it. I've got 2 calls in this game, and by God, we're going to pull that trigger with Washington. Scotty Brooks, the coach, he is pissed off. He is not happy with this team's effort. I mean, anything and every way that they can lose a game, they're doing it, all right? You got John Wall back tonight, Bradley Beal. I think Otto Porter's going to have a big game, and so will Martin Gortat. He owes that team a big game. He needs to start earning a paycheck. Clippers, they're so banged up again. Their injury list looks like Suge Knight's arrest record, for crying out loud. You've got Gallinari out, Austin Rivers out, Milo Teodosic out, okay? Milos Teodosic. Patrick Beverley gone. Griffin out. I mean, that's the starting fucking 5. Excuse my language, but that's the truth. Coach Doc Rivers, you know what, Doc? You've won a championship. You're a hell of a coach. You were a hell of a player. Your son's playing ball. Retire, man. Call it a day. You owe it to yourself. Go enjoy the rest of your life. You get a bad beat every damn year from injuries and everything else. I like it, and I think that Doc Rivers is that kind of guy. He deserves some happiness. Step down, Doc. It's not your fault, and it ain't going to get no better no sooner. So enjoy your life and step down. Tell Brenner, tell them so, So anyway, with that being said, we're going to pull the trigger in 2 spots, all right? I went deep in this, and I like it. We're going to go with the first quarter -3.5 in Washington, and we're also going to take Washington on the third quarter -2.5 after that halftime break. That's right, guys. Pulling that trigger, baby, with Washington on the first quarter -3.5 and the third quarter -2.5. Then I've got one other play I'm going to give out, and that is Houston. All right, Houston Rockets, baby. They are playing the Spurs. The Spurs certainly just did not look well at all with Leonard back. Paul Gasol, he's really hurting that team. He's old. This guy is not contributing whatsoever. Now, you've got Aldridge. He's been doing it all. He might be starting to get wore down, but now Kawhi Leonard's back. They're going to be monitoring his minutes. He came out of the game the end of the third last game, which they lost to Dallas, and he didn't enter back into the game. They're going to work him back slowly. I'm going to tell you right now, Houston's ready for this game. Yeah, I just can't. Chris Paul, they have not lost a game since he's been in the lineup. Team's 22-4 for a reason. He had 31 points and 11 assists last time out. Last game, Chris Paul did. Says he's feeling really good. He loves playing there. Feels like a different person since he's been gone from the Clippers. Imagine if he would have still been in L.A. riding that damn injury ship out like this team is doing. But Houston, they're focused, man. I'm telling you right now, you got Eric Gordon chipping in. You got Clint Capella, this center. He said it with confidence. He said, I know that we can stand toe-to-toe with Golden State. He's catching a lot of flack for that. But you know what? Winners, they're confident. You got to be confident you got to be cocky before you're confident. All right? And that Capella, he proves it on the court. Tonight, there's nobody can't tell me that this team knows who's coming to town. It's the Spurs, it's Aldridge, it's Kawhi Leonard. They're going to be up for this game. We're going to pull that trigger, baby, with the Houston Rockets on the first half, -4.5. That's right. I love that spot, guys. Houston's going to get it done tonight, first half. And the Spurs, here we go. You've got Ginobili, Parker, and Gasol. The 3 of them, spells what? Old. They're old, man. They're done. They're has-beens. There's nothing left in the tank. Of course, you got Aldridge and you've got Kawhi Leonard. But other than that, that team, Patty Mills shows up when he wants. This team's hurting right now. I'm telling you, Popovich isn't real happy with it, even though their record's 19-9. It's respectable. But tonight, going into Houston, one of the best teams in the NBA, if not the best team in the NBA, they're going to get it done. Pull that trigger, baby, on the first half. All right, that's 3 NBA picks. I've got 1 college basketball pick. And for all those guys that say I never take a dog, which I did in hockey the other night, we won. Took a dog, Michigan in college basketball. Personally, went with another friend of mine. That one won. Well, tonight I'm taking an underdog, baby, on the full game. South Dakota State is playing at Colorado. All right, South Dakota State. They got a future NBA. This guy is unbelievable. All right, his name is Mike Daum. Daum is 6'9", 250 pounds. He's contributing over 20 points a game. He's getting 7.5 boards a game. He's the top Division I returning scorer in the country, and he's showing up up each and every game. I love this kid. This team is real. They've already beaten 2 Power 5 foes, Ole Miss, and they beat Iowa, okay? You're going up against Colorado team, started out 6-0, thought everything was great and rosy. Well, shit got real. They're 1-3 since that time. They lost last time out. They got their asses handed to them. They shot 25%. I mean, at home. Are you kidding me? You're not going to win a game like that, and you're damn sure not going to straighten it out in one night against a team with a presence like Mike Baum. So with Mike Baum underneath the boards tonight, pulling him down and going to town, we're going to pull that trigger, baby. South Dakota State on the full game, plus 4.5. That's right. Brenner's taking a dog. All right, guys, let's review. Again, NBA, we're taking Houston. We're taking them in 2 spots. One spot. First half minus 4.5. And also, I love this play. Washington tonight, we're going to take them. The Wizards are going to get it done. We're taking them in the first quarter minus 3.5 and the third quarter minus 2.5. And then in college basketball, South Dakota State, we're taking them. We're taking the dog on the full game plus 4.5. All right, guys, no NHL, but I will have a college video coming out, and then tomorrow I'll have NHL again, and it's going to be a good NFL weekend. I can feel it. The holidays are here, baby. Feeling good. All right, guys, let's have a great day, and it's Friday going into the weekend. Make your plan, stick to your plan, and don't veer off course, okay? Do what you need to do for this industry instead of staying up if you lose, chasing the next one. You know what that does? It takes away quality time for what you need to do, your responsibilities, and also your family time, which is priceless. You can't put your finger on it. Tomorrow's not guaranteed, guys, all right? I'm serious about that. Let's pay it forward. Spend that quality time with family, and about that challenge, find somebody that needs some help but will ask for nothing. Do something kind. Reach out. Even the smallest thing, go shovel their driveway if they're full of snow. Something small. I challenge you to do it, okay? All right, guys, I love what I do. My father always said when your work becomes your passion, it's no longer a job. Well, Duke, you were right. Rest in peace. All right, guys, let's have a great day. Bet responsible, beat your bookie, and build that bank with Brenner. And don't forget, the Brenner Blast is coming to you, baby, from the Grand Casino.